The White House set a deadline of March 1st to get the Clarity Act done. It is not getting done. An insider with direct involvement in the negotiations just said it plainly. The banks and the crypto industry are still miles apart. The deal is not close. And there is a real chance, their words, not mine, that this thing falls apart entirely unless the right people come to the table. Now, here is what the crowd is getting wrong about this news. They are reading stalled legislation as a bearish signal for XRP. They are treating delay as failure. That is the wrong frame entirely. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why the stall is not the story and what the real signal actually is. Welcome back to The Calm Analyst, where we don't react to headlines, we decode them. In a market where emotion drives most decisions, calm structural analysis is the rarest edge available. Today, we are breaking down the Clarity Act deadlock, what it actually means for XRP, and what is moving forward regardless of the political noise. Let's get into it. Let's start with the hard truth that most people covering this story are missing. The Clarity Act is not stalling because crypto regulation is dying. It is stalling because it is working exactly as major legislation always works. It is forcing a real negotiation between two powerful industries that have fundamentally different financial incentives. And the outcome of that negotiation, whenever it lands, will draw a permanent line between the digital assets that survive and the ones that don't. Here is the mechanism that retail investors are not understanding. The central point of conflict right now is stablecoin yield, whether stablecoins can pay interest to the people who hold them. Banks are fighting this with everything they have. Why? Because if a stablecoin can offer yield, it becomes a direct competitor to a bank deposit account. Capital will leave banks and flow into stablecoin protocols. That is deposit flight. And banks are not going to hand that market share over without a fight. The crypto side, led in part by Coinbase and Brian Armstrong, is equally firm. Their position is that yield on stablecoins is fundamental to the utility of the asset. Remove yield, and you remove a core reason for users to hold stablecoins over cash in a bank. This is not a technical disagreement. This is a trillion-dollar turf war being negotiated in Senate conference rooms. And the fact that both sides are dug in tells you something important. The stakes are real. Nobody fights this hard over something that doesn't matter. Now, here is what most retail investors are not being told.